Here. What up, what up, what up, what up? Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Carlito the
Cannon.
You came late, but I'm going to take it anyway, bro. One half of the illustrious iconics. No, actually. A quarter of the illustrious. Look, I didn't had a few sips. Let me run that back. One half of the double dose of knowledge. One quarter of the illustrious iconics. 66 and 2/3 of the Carolina Wrestling Cartel. And this guy over here would be.
It's your boy Blackout Jones, the historian. Man, we about to have a great show. I can't wait for y'all to get it.
Yeah, there's a lot. And then this guy right up under here.
You know who it is, Mr. 211 with my drink in my hand.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Look.
Cheers to y'all.
Cheers.
Cheers, my brother.
Wow.
Look. Bye.
I still need to get mine.
We got to get them out. And y'all listening to Beyond the Bell, man. Y'all already know what it is. We had a live, jam-packed, action-filled week from, no pun intended, bell to bell, dog. From last Saturday to all throughout the week, man. Starting with Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank was full of just wow.
Yeah,
a little bit of everything.
A lot of wild factors.
Look, it gave you a little bit of everything, right?
Yeah.
Starting off with a bang, like starting off with the men's Money in the Bank. Did the right person win? And are we okay with the same night cash in? We're gonna get there, but like, did the right person win? Because in my opinion, I feel like Trips did it for a reason, which I'm cool with. We just had a long cash in run, and it's less pressure to book knowing you have so many major storylines coming up this next year over the course of Mania. Like, how do y'all feel about do y'all feel Drew winning was the right move?
So now that I've been able to kind of look back on it, instead of kind of going with my feelings in the beginning, if you really look at the whole situation, let's look at it like this. Jay, you didn't want him to win it because, for the simple fact, even though I picked him, now that I look back on it, you didn't want him to win because he still got the whole bloodline situation. So that wouldn't have made sense.
Whole bloodline thing.
Carmelo Hayes hasn't done enough to even garner a Money in the Bank and even garner a championship match. Andrade, well, it's Andrade. LA Knight, we already know he's going to be in the program, as you can see. We'll get into that later. But
we're getting to that.
We kind of felt like it wasn't going to be for him because of what we saw coming later down the pipe.
Mm-hmm.
So then, who am I missing here? Chad Gable. He's not going to win it.
Gable.
He has this whole thing with the Wyatt Six. So, in order to really just say, hey, somebody has to win it, let's go ahead with the long-term booking. Mm-hmm. And that is Drew himself.
I like using it to elevate a feud. I don't know necessarily if this was the feud to use it in like that, but like you said, and I look at it like this from my side of the standpoint, we don't have a champion right now that was going to get cashed in on.
No.
Damien's not getting cashed in on, and Gunther's certainly not getting cashed in on, and neither is Cody. So there's no point in putting the briefcase on somebody for a loss later, because all it's going to do is hype it up, hold it on. The fickle fans are going to start complaining, oh, well, they held on to it and didn't even use it. Just go ahead and get it out of the way. How you feel about it, too?
To answer the question, I think the right person did win for the story.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I called it on the pre-show that we did. I was like, if Drew win it, he cashing it in that night, and he ain't gonna win. And that's exactly what happened. And it drew the necessary heat, because even I was mad. You know what I'm saying? As jaded as a fan as I was just like, I knew it. I had to compose myself, because I was just like, oh, he gonna keep doing, like, Punk is not gonna let that man succeed at all.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter what he does until they one-on-one, Drew will not be happy.
And it's funny because both of them have predicted exactly what's going on. Drew said he was gonna win and he was gonna cash it in. That's what he said. Punk has said that he refuses and he will not let Drew McIntyre be great. That is just what he said, and that's what he's done. That is like legit. So I don't understand why fans are like, oh, that's it. That's what they said they were gonna do. Both of them, and it came to fruition. Great match. Really good Money in the Bank match. It's been a while since we had one of those styles of the carnage meshed with the storytelling. There was some big spots.
Yeah, I keep thinking of LA Knight getting backflipped
onto the ladder. Yeah. But I thought I missed when the ladder on the outside would break.
Yeah, I thought that would happen.
I don't know if they're getting stronger ladders. I don't know what they're doing, but okay.
What, LA Knight about 240 or something like that?
Josh, he's stocky, so he's probably about 250, 260. Because he's a heavy dude.
Yeah.
And like you said, Gable winning it just didn't make sense now because of the story.
No.
The women's Money in the Bank, though. First half, we called it. First half was kind of cringy.
Very cringy.
You were gonna get your traditional botches out of the way, which they did. Bro, Zoe hitting that springboard, hitting her head on the ladder. I was like,
yeah, done, out of here. But
damn, my ring is heavy. Golly.
Yeah, you gotta watch yourself, son.
I'm still getting used to it.
Yeah, you gotta watch yourself. I done caught myself a couple times.
I mean, bro.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Few botches from, of course, Naomi. I guess the little bubble bomb she was trying to do, that didn't go off well. But none of that matters because the second half of that match, them women turned it into overdrive. And they put on arguably the best women's Money in the Bank match we've seen to date. The Io Michinoku driver stands out off the ladder. It stands out.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like, wow. Because Io doesn't care. Yeah. There that boy go.
True.
Io does not mind doing what needs to be done the ugly way when it comes to these spots. She's had the trash can spots off of the top of War Games.
Yeah.
She had the hardcore cage match against Shayna when she turned heel. Like, she's done a lot that has made it just kind of seem like she's what's best for business. Noticeably here by his presence and no longer conspicuous by his absence. Y'all know who that guy is over there. Who's that guy right there?
It's your boy, the one and only, the undeniable, the reliable Trigger.
Have you been indulging in
libations?
And libations.
Libations. I was like, wait,
libations on the bus.
I'm sorry, I have a. If you know this is a.
Oh, the Dello. Yes, sir. Look, I don't want to go get me one.
I had to go to indulge.
You gonna make me have to go downstairs now.
I might have to go get.
No, you come prepared.
I ain't had me a Dello in a minute.
Make me a donut.
No, don't never come prepared like your boy.
No. I'm prepared.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying that Dello is. So we got a little Terramana and Simply Blueberry Lemonade.
Oh, we're getting lit,
boy. And before we even get into Tiffy, I would be remiss to not talk about that table botch from Miss Chelsea Green. I feel like that not botch. I'm sorry, the table spot. I feel like that spot justifies a run with some kind of title in the near future.
Yeah, because she made up for the unprettier.
She made up for the unpretty.
Unprettier was not pretty.
It wasn't pretty. But the double table spot from the ladder from the ring to the outside.
It was clean.
Did you already talk about Zoe, her little head botch?
Yeah.
Yes, we did, bro.
It was
like
for you.
Because that was the first botch we mentioned, because it was like bing. It was like
hey, I remember watching that. Oh my Lord, Jesus.
Because you remember when you would hit your head as a kid.
Oh man.
That's how it felt.
She still got a knot on the back of her
head.
I guarantee
you with that.
No,
and you start rubbing it, hoping the pain will go away. No,
don't make it work.
You start in the the Peter Griffin.
Yep. But nah, seriously though, the women delivered. Chelsea with that spot was amazing. But of course, it is Tiffy time. She is Miss Money in the Bank. I am looking forward to her having a long run with the suitcase, which is why I feel like the Drew cash-in also happened, because we don't need to have multiple back-to-back or multiple long runs with the briefcases. Like, both holders don't need to be holding on to them unless it would have been a storyline where when Damian Priest won it last year, Rhea would have won it as well, and they would have had both briefcases. Then that would have been a story where I'd have been like, okay, both okay. But this year, Drew and Tiffany have nothing to do with each other. We haven't had a long Miss Money in the Bank run since Carmella, who actually statistically has the longest briefcase run.
Yeah,
so
280 or something.
Yeah, so it's
everybody else cashing night one.
Yeah, oh yeah, they cashed it. They cashed them. So it's nice. It's going to be nice to see. And this is what, like we said on the pre-show, Money in the Bank was. It was to elevate on the cusp of main event talent to the next level. Perfect example for Tiffany Stratton. So happy for her. Sammy winning was the right thing for SummerSlam.
Yeah.
But I don't like that it was a clean pin.
Yeah, I can totally agree with that because I think on the last episode we kind of talked about it that, you know, we think that Sammy was definitely going to win, but I think it just was, and you know, it wasn't going to be a move that the fans agree with. We already saw that coming.
No.
We felt like
I don't agree with it.
Why?
I mean,
Why? I'm just a hater.
That's all. I was about to say.
I mean,
there's no legit.
So if y'all don't know, Mr. 211 is in contention for Hater of the Year in the world this year. So he just kind of hates everything that's happened. So I would suggest that.
Chad Gable was supposed to win it. You can't beat a man up in front of his kids and not get the get back.
I mean, he wasn't supposed to win. I don't think nobody thought he was going to get winning against Gunther. Right? Like,
I did.
You know what? I know some people that actually think he was going to beat Gunther and are upset that he didn't. Like I said, Gunther is one of those final bosses. But the question is does Chad Gable have, and I guess we can answer that now. He does have the charisma, but the question is, does he have the chops to carry what comes next from that? With
him
Sammy,
now?
Him now would have been fine. But Sammy, it don't matter because we don't want to see him as champ. So it's like, well, he beat Gunther. It is what it is. Who's next? So it was fine, but you don't want to risk ruining Chad Gable where he does the unthinkable against Gunther. Then the next storyline falls. Then the next storyline falls. And it's like, well, did y'all really give it to him for nothing then? You know what I mean?
So if you really look at that whole Sammy situation, I'll come to the realization that basically that Sammy moment, even though I felt like it should have been that Gable moment, but that Sammy moment replaced his going for the World Heavyweight Championship moment.
Yeah.
And the Continental title was basically his World Heavyweight title moment.
Yeah,
because we know he wasn't going to ever win the World Championship, but the Intercontinental was the next best thing for him.
But it's funny though, because where's all those people that were saying he should have beat Roman? I ain't seen none of them people in
he should have beat Roman.
What happened to those people?
But we gotta keep it realistic. Gunther wasn't going to lose on some random Monday Night Raw.
No,
I mean, you're not going to give that free match away.
Well, remember they did say that Jay, the night of was until they went out, Jay was penciled in to win that match on Raw, which I would have been fine with, me personally. But
I mean, but that's Jay Uso.
That's Jay, yeah. So he's not. So I get what you're saying about him not losing on a random nondescript Monday Night Raw, but losing to Jay would have been very doable. I would have understood that.
Let's look back at it. It's not the early 2000s. It's not the 1990s where they're going to have the changing of the championship. Yeah, on a Monday or the Friday night. They don't even do that no more. They do the title changes at
last time is what when AJ beat Jinder.
Oh yeah, that was like right before Survivor.
And they did it so we didn't get the Brock match, but it was on a SmackDown.
Yep.
So I posed the question when you said something about, or I ain't gonna say pose the question, but when you were talking about that he shouldn't have won clean, how else do you think he should have won? Because
Braun should have went crazy. Braun should have went crazy in the game.
No contest.
DQ. Yeah, no contest.
That's where you that's what I wanted to know. Where should they have went?
I'm fine with Sammy winning it, but no interference or nothing. But Braun should have went crazy, and the ref not be able to stop him from beating this out of Sammy, and then
went over the 4 count
or something like that, or he speared Sammy outside through the barricade. And it was a double count out, and he still continued to beat him up, or whatever. Or even if you wanted to go the OG route for the Ken Shamrock way, where Braun beat him, and then lost control and still wanted to punish Sammy, so the referee reversed the decision. Something that gets you to SummerSlam.
That drives the story a lot more, especially with the injury part. If you're doing the whole Rocky theme redemption, Rocky was through some of the trials and tribulations, but you can only take that so far with Sammy. Everybody calling Sammy Hogan, they felt like Sammy shouldn't have won. And I mean, understanding as a fan, I get the storyline part. Did I want Braun to lose in the fashion that he did? Hell no, because and that's not going to slow his steam. It's not going to slow him down none. But I think that just takes a hit as far as your menacing character beating up people for weeks and then you lose clean.
I agree 1,000%. Which losing clean.
Yeah.
And to only one hell of a kick. Like, I feel like if that was the case, Sammy should have hit him with 3 or 4.
He was getting his tail whooped all match. Then
Hulk up, the Hulk up. And
I was going to say Michael's secret stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like I said, that match, Sammy winning was right so that we can get it going into SummerSlam, and then Braun possibly winning, depending on if they make it a triple threat with Chad Gable or not, or Ilya Dragunov or not with him, with what happened Monday night. It just depends on where they go. So, but if Braun's going to win that, I mean, outside of it being an international PLE, he don't have to win at a Money in the Bank. I'm fine with him winning that at a SummerSlam, at a Big Four, his crowning moment at a Big Four. I'm fine with it.
All right.
Bloodline ran through Orton, KO, and Randy kind of like we expected him to. I said Solo should pin Cody. Had no issues with that.
Right. It just drives the story a lot more.
It doesn't hurt him.
No.
Cody is in that upper echelon of talent now where a pinfall loss, as long as there's some unscrupulous stuff happening, it doesn't hurt him.
Yeah.
Solo needed it too.
Solo needed it because going into Friday Night SmackDown after, he seems like a different person now.
Establish his character development a lot more, because you go from not being a notable winner to being this guy that's on top, and you're leading a group. You're leading the marquee group of the WWE of wrestling, the Bloodline.
Of wrestling. You might as well say, because
they're
over the Elite, they're over Judgment Day, they're over the Wyatt Six for now because we haven't seen anything from them.
Right.
Over the network, over Bullet Club, over it's Bloodline and Bloodline. That's it.
Who is the network?
That's
Moose. No. Oh yeah. No, that's the industry. The info. What's
I can't remember.
Were you about to say Ty Dolla $ign?
I was about to say Ty Dolla $ign, but I messed up.
Oh Lord.
I was about to say Top Dollar.
Top Dollar.
Not Nada.
Yeah, not Nada. And
Bottom Dollar.
I think they're like the industry or something. And if I'm not mistaken, it's the network. I can't remember. So it's crazy because I don't care about Muth so much, number 51, that I don't remember the name of his stable with Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers. But whatever. That's neither here nor there. It don't matter. They're not on Bloodline level because Moose is the champ and he's the leader of the faction. So you'll never be on Bloodline level.
Hey, when you said the network, I was like, who you talking about? Don Callis, Tajiri, and Rhino?
Yeah. Look, I know you took it back. I know you took it back. Cyrus the Virus Day.
Yeah, Cyrus the Virus.
But like you said, Ron, Solo needed it. But more than anything, Jacob Fatu needed the showing that he had. That was a showcase match for him. Eating the Orton DDT, shaking it off. For people who are upset about that, you clearly don't know hip hop. You don't know
Samoans,
because that spot has been done over decades between Ming. Sting broke a wooden chair over Ming's head and shook it off. You don't touch your Samoan's head. Umaga. Yeah. I mean, how many people have headbutt Roman and been like even Drew a headbutt? You can't. They have hard heads. That's a part of the lore.
That's the lineage.
So you saw he sold it, and then he shook it off and went crazy.
And that's always been his character. Like, people don't understand Jacob Fatu on the indies. If you never have seen Jacob Fatu outside of a WWE ring, you truly do not understand the artistry that this man brings.
That's right.
Savage.
They've seen it on SmackDown now.
Oh, they ain't look, and that ain't even in a match, dog.
That's not even in a match, and that's maybe like, you remember when Ricochet first came and you just started seeing little pieces, and you was like, oh, but wait, there's
more.
And that's what's coming. That's what's coming. So understand what you think you're impressed by right now. It don't matter. Jacob Fatu.
That Samoan drop though.
Yeah.
I couldn't be Johnny, and I couldn't be champ. I couldn't be
with Jeff Hardy.
Yeah. That's
savage with the drops.
Yeah.
Understand? We're talking.
Go
ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm saying we're talking about a more slimmer Jacob Fatu. See what we saw,
and you see he got the armbands on, so the muscles is popping. I'm like, wait a minute. My man got in
Sit down.
shape. My man is
gotta
in
hit him up.
shape.
I gotta hit him up, man. What you
And
doing?
it's scary. Because it's like we already saw what he was doing at sub 300.
Bigger.
Now,
Yeah.
Jesus, I can't wait to see him versus an Obafemi.
Him versus Roman.
Him versus Roman. Him versus who's another strong cat? That's and I'm gonna even say it. We got to get the Josh Alexander match ran back. Him versus a Lashley. Like, there's a lot of matches. I wish Dijak was still in the E because that would have been a match.
That'd
have been a banger. Money in the Bank overall was cool. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. Nice little.
We're not doing it on a 10 scale. We're doing it out of 5 scale.
I just did it out of 5 because it's only 5 matches.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was cool. I didn't tell me, but so well. If that's the case, then 7 out of 10 is not bad. I'll give it. I'm gonna give it a
7.5. 7.5.
Okay. Yeah, ran at middle of the average.
Yeah.
It don't matter though because the following day.
Oh my gosh. 9 out of 10.
Oh, wait. We do got to talk. We skipped over the Seth and Damian match.
Yeah.
Because what happened was necessary to happen. Damian or Drew cast in, Punk cost him.
Something else was gonna happen though.
That's the thing. That's why I was like, well, everybody saw that.
It was predictable.
And I don't like talking about it because everybody, Damian forgot to kick out. No, Damian was loopy.
Yeah. Like
I would say this into the Falcon arrow was looped.
It was look, now nobody's gonna forget about it because that angle was
a terrible production moment. That was a production moment because
you
everybody's
sat
like,
on
Drew's music didn't hit either. Okay, but I don't think it was supposed to hit at the 2 count because that's a production error. That's just something
simple. That's a split second to stop the count.
You know what I mean? Since when has music ever stopped the count like that? Except for when Sting came out for Survivor Series.
Right.
Other than that, nothing. So that I don't think that was what was supposed to happen either. I think Damian was just looped. He might have had a sting or something, and he just couldn't kick out at the time. If I'm them, I would have just called the audible, let the 3 count happen, and then had him Drew cash in and pin Drew and become a 2-time champ. It's not rocket science. It is, but it's not. But we're fans. We don't know what we're talking about. But anyway, so that's why we skipped over that because fickles have just destroyed the moment. So it don't even matter because Damian walked out looking less of a champ than he did because of the opinions that everybody was having. So that's why we skipped over that. But like I said, none of that matters because the real premium live event of the weekend and of the month was NXT Heatwave.
Hey, bangers after bangers from start to finish.
Every single match was a banger. Even with the botch or 2 here. Every single match. Obafemi, Wesley came out both looking like stars. Wesley, I apologize for being disrespectful when I said that for a while Dijak was the MVP of NXT. No, it has always been and it will always be Wesley. Because, yes, Obafemi went over, but Wesley helped him get over even more too.
Failed the hell out of that match. And it looked like Oba was tired.
It does. And that's
like he was gassed for a while.
But that's also a question because he hasn't had one of those long one-on-one showcases like he just had with West. We're gonna have to keep an eye on that and watch and see. He's been
with a smaller guy that's mobile,
smaller caliber of opponent. But that match is gonna be the test for his career because he's bigger than most of the roster. So he's gonna have to learn how to work that style repeatedly and consistently going forward. So I'm interested in seeing what comes next for that. But Wes and him, the F5, the F15 helicopter,
the F25.
F360.
But it's crazy because did Wes sell it or did Oba really just toss him? Like you don't know.
Oba threw him.
Yeah. I think Oba. I think it was both, but I think Oba tossed him, and Wes was like, "Well, while I'm up here, I might as well."
Wes contort his body just to sell it a lot more because it looked brutal.
And for a second, though, actually towards the end, I thought that Wes might pull it off when he was trying to hit the cardiac kicks. I thought that it was because all night, and this is the one thing I love about NXT referees: the false finishes on Heatwave were phenomenal from top to bottom. Every match had one, but Wes and Oba had a match, but that tag team title match. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you. If Duke Hudson hadn't arrived yet, he is here now.
Yeah.
That's why I thought we was gonna win. Y'all know I love Chase.
Bro,
I thought they were gonna pull it off.
You're a Chase U guy, so
Yeah,
I know you were looking for it.
I was up on my chair.
Have we seen a superstar making match that well? I mean, for me, it's been a while because I'm gonna be honest, because before this, I just thought Duke was a good hand. He was he's a big dude. He can move kind of nice, but he's not. Nah, my man showed up the entire match. Andre Chase did his thing. He's a almost 20-year vet though, so of course you expect that from him. Yeah. But
Duke had about 6 or 7 characters. This one is the one.
Oh, this is the one. But see, and that's why I posed the question before. Does Chase U translate to the main roster? Because if not, what are they going to do with Duke? Because I don't want to see him not be a part of Chase U.
They're not going to translate.
Yeah, they're not. Chase U won't make it on the main roster. Like, let's be realistic.
The overall of Chase U won't make it on the main roster, but the tag team of Chase and Duke,
they can. Okay.
They got
without the Chase U
classroom and all that old stuff. You know what I'm saying? Them two as a tag team, I think they could do it.
You can't, like, to me, you can't do the Chase U because Chase U on the main roster was what Alpha Academy was.
Okay. I mean, but that did get over though. It took a while though.
But then, are you going to get it again? That's already been done.
Capture lightning in a bottle like that, bro. Like that's the hard part. And I mean, even if you do get it again, you're not gonna have a Chase U section anymore. Right. You're not gonna. So okay, I mean, but what works in NXT works in NXT, and that's why I can't wait for them to start touring and stuff again, just so we can see it work on a larger scale. Because Chase U was over at Heatwave.
Mm-hmm. I think Sean said they was doing touring. They said they was gonna stick in Orlando.
Oh damn! Oh okay. The spot of the weekend for me, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but when Duke took the Spanish Fly and Nathan hit him with the Phoenix Splash, and you got the 2 count, and then Chase came in and hit him with a Canadian Destroyer during the pin. I was just like, come on, dog, like that you can't. Exactly. Come on, you can't. You come on, like.
Beautiful.
Wow.
It's like it's art. Chef's
and it truly is, and that's why people who don't watch wrestling don't understand moments like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. If there was a pay-per-view that I was trying to show someone to either get them back into wrestling or say, "Hey, why do you like this?" it would have been Heatwave for me because you had elements from everything. Because Axiom and Nathan Frazier win. That was the right move. I would have been fine with a Chase U win, but they're still teasing the Axiom and Frazier breakup. So you gotta progress it a little bit further. But second match of the night, and arguably the match of the night, was Kalani and Sol Rucker.
Oh man, they did.
And to think that neither one of them were wrestling 2 years ago.
Yeah.
How? That they're proof that the Performance Center works. Not saying it's foolproof, not saying it's completely perfect at all times, but those two are living proof that not only do the Performance Center work, but hey, Charlotte, Becky, Bailey, Nia, y'all better enjoy this time y'all got now, because these ladies that's coming up next,
young ladies.
Hey, Jay might want to go ahead and take it back to NXT just to get
better. Dang. And the crazy thing is that's not even all. We got 3 new signings this week that's coming in.
Boy,
understand something, bro. Them women down in NXT are doing it. That match, that springboard 450 clothesline was insane. Soul,
Santino's daughter is coming up.
Ariana Grace, like
Ariana doing her thing.
Soul is one of those women's wrestlers that come along. I hate saying once in a generation because I don't want to say, because we have some generational talent right now. Bianca is a generational talent.
Yep.
But Soul is one of those ladies that come along and you can just see where she's going. Like, she is destined for great things. She's a phenomenal athlete. She has a killer finish. Even her entrance into the ring is overly athletic. She has a great look. And me personally, like I said, I believe that she's a great compliment to Tiffany Stratton. Down the line, one-on-one rivalry, I believe those two are destined to be great rivals. Just like with Jade, me personally, and I maybe don't. I feel like Jade's rival down the line really is Lash Legend. I feel like the size of them. I feel like how they both work. They're both really strong, really athletic. I feel like that would be her better rival. But I would absolutely love Soul to get some superstar showtime once she gets called up to the main roster. I hope Hunter has plans for her because she deserves it.
The Black Queen.
Give it up for the Black Queen Soul Rucker one time.
Is it Rucker or Rucker? Is it
Rucker?
Okay.
Yeah. Look, and then they be hitting her with the finish line, the Soul Snatcher.
Man, if it's one small thing in wrestling that I love, is when the name of their finisher.
The innuendo.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I love it because the name is just as surprising as the finish.
And it's a double entendre. If you know,
double entendre. If you know, you know.
Soul be out there snatching souls.
Woo.
I forget who her boyfriend is. It's like Ilya Dragunov or somebody name.
She is with a wrestler. I can't remember who she's with, though.
Yeah, I can't remember who it is.
But that was a phenomenal match. Kalani definitely going into the match, I thought she was gonna lose it because I didn't know if she was really she's ready. She's ready to take that title and be the Wesley for that title. I have no issues with it at all.
Yeah, I wasn't familiar with Kalani like that because I didn't see the ladder match where she won it. I was
okay.
And so I watched that match and I was just like, oh.
Yeah, she's nice with it.
You're nice.
Those two put on a hell of a match, though. Like I said, arguably match of the weekend. And a lot of fans are upset about the gymnast spot where it's kind of similar to Ospreay and Ricochet. Understand the difference between that spot and what we saw with Ricochet and Ricochet and Ospreay. They were already 10, 15-year vets at that point. Like they had already been training. Right? This is from two ladies who have less than 2 years under their belt.
And then on top of that, who hasn't copied a match?
A match.
Who hasn't?
Like Bianca copied the Scary Movie 3 joint. Art. It takes from art. Like that is what it is.
That's what it is.
There's nothing original in the world of professional.
Diamond Dallas Page and Sting did the Diamond Cutter in the corner attempt into the Scorpion Death Drop like 4 different matches, and it always looked good. Like it is what it is.
And that's the same thing in the main event that we're gonna get to.
Oh yeah. Oh no, because understand something. We're gonna talk about Lola and Roxanne, which I'm happy for. Thank you, Roxanne, for helping Lola get over. This was definitely Lola's best showing. The botch on the Pop Rocks, beautiful professionalism by Roxanne to just continue to go and hit another one. Thank you.
I understood that botch though. Like she was trying to do it like 3 or 4 times. I wouldn't even call it a botch. She was going too fast.
She was going, and Lola wasn't set. And they are so retired because that match was almost 16 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. That's a long time to be wrestling. Every match,
trying to take that move 5 times in a row, you're gonna fall over. Like, hold on.
And that's the beautiful thing I love about the pacing of the Triple H era of pay-per-views. No match was over 20 minutes, and it don't feel like it. It didn't feel like any match dragged. I think the longest match of the night was the main event at 17 minutes and some change. I love that. Thank you for not making me feel like I'm watching an Iron Man match, and it's just like, all right, come on, like where's the next match? Roxanne is gonna keep winning until Julia gets there. Like that, we see that coming. So I'm fine with it. Keep putting them up in front of her. Keep letting her do what she's doing too, because this is the best work of her early career too. The heel turn worked. She's believable, but she's also annoying. And I love that. I'm like, okay, I can't wait to see her lose. Like, I love that. So I'm fine with that. Main event. A star-making performance for Javon Evans. The young OG, Jay Malik. I genuinely expected him to come out looking great, but I feel like he was the MVP of the weekend because they told a story in the main event. Him and Trick. Trick didn't want to beat him down. Trick didn't want to cost him, but it was just like, I got to. Like the table spot from the apron, when he put Javon through the table, I was like, well, great storytelling. Like great storytelling in that moment. Sean Spears is Sean Spears. He carried his spots and everything during the times he was supposed to. One of the best professionals in the world. Like I did not say he was the best wrestler. I said he's one of the best professionals, meaning he does his job wherever he is Mr. Plug and Play.
Is this his first ever NXT championship match?
Yes.
I thought so.
I thought he had one coming in.
Ever. First ever NXT championship.
Wow.
That's crazy, right?
Wow. Yeah,
that's crazy, right?
Perfect team, man.
I mean, like, it's crazy to think that. Like, honestly, this is his first takeover main event.
For Spears?
Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy.
That's crazy, right?
How long you been back? Like a year?
Nah, ain't been a year yet.
It's
been about 6 months. He came back at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it ain't been a year yet, but he is still. But even not just that, like looking back at his perfect 10 days, like Ty Dillinger didn't
over
like Rover. I was there at that Royal Rumble when they chanted 10, and we was chanting 10, and he came out, and it was like they actually did it. I've not said his name yet, just because he won it, but I'm going through everybody else because a lot of people were upset about the win. Trick definitely has come a long way. This was probably his best showing in the ring, but it's also because there's 3 other people in the ring. You can kind of hide his weaknesses and, whatever. It's definitely great to see him get back into the chase. I don't mind him as champion, but I feel like he's like another Austin or, one of those guys where he's just better as a chaser. I'm glad because you don't have to have but see, that's the thing too. We're also spoiled with the runs. Trips gives us long title runs, so it's like you expected him to have a long. No, he can lose it. It was like a 90-day run. Let him lose it, reset, go for the chase, build up a heel to make it seem like, when he does win, because when he beat Ilya, it was like we're happy he did it. But it wasn't that moment, that feel-good moment, whereas an Ethan Page or someone else is like okay, he's the guy you had to overcome to do this. Good job, I'm happy for you. You did the baby face thing, that's why I wanted Melo to win the belt back and then lose it to Trick if that was the case. But the Dragunov thing works too. But Mr. All Ego, the era of ego has started. Great finish on that match, bro.
Wasn't it?
The timing was excellent between the super kick and Trick getting pulled out of the ring and trying to slide back in, and Shawn Spears holding him out of the ring.
That's the only thing I didn't understand. Why was you trying to win the match too?
I don't understand that. Like, so it's crazy. It's weird. It's like, were they working together? Are we going to see a tag team? You know what I mean? It was like a plot to get the belt off a Trick kind of thing.
Like we'll see a backstage joint on Tuesday. Like, hey, you remember what I did now?
Oh, well, that's what happened Tuesday. Shawn Spears came out and said, "You're welcome."
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he came out and said, "You're welcome." And
I gotta stop drinking this shit.
Well, it was like, well, there it goes already.
It was the way you
said it though.
Huh?
It was the way you said it. I got to stop drinking this.
Well,
that's the Whack Arnold's joke.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
That's where I got it from.
Yeah. Darnell Rollins.
Yeah, I gotta stop smoking this shit. That's after you say something wild.
Ethan Page wins, and Takeover is getting ready to go off the air. It's hilarious because when Takeover is getting ready to go off the air, you know something's coming. You don't know what, but then you get the flash.
We just see his beard. We get it, but there you go. Look at Joe Hendry. The world was not ready.
No, they weren't. I don't think we're ever gonna be ready for Joe Hendry. I'm not gonna lie. I love how over he is. I love the teases. I love all of it. It's just working. I love the theme song. I love Joe Hendry, and I believe in Joe Hendry. We got the tease at the end of the show, and it was just like, wow. I give Takeover a 9.5 out of 10. I'm gonna be honest. And it was the first time in a while that it felt like a takeover. It didn't feel like an NXT PLE. It felt like a takeover level event where everybody showed up and showed out. And I'm thrilled that this crop of NXT talent that's there is what's there now, because Shawn one definitely deserves it, but we deserve it for NXT because we went through some bad time stretches of NXT just kind of being bad. 2.0 was just not There was some moments. I mean, my guy won the title again, so I'm cool with it. But yeah.
Right.
2.0 just wasn't hitting, which, I mean, hey, it was developmental. Vince took back over for a little while. It is what it is, but now we are in the Shawn Michaels era, and it is phenomenal. The HP shizzle. Ethan Page being NXT champ for a little while is cool. If it means Joe Hendry is going to come in and take the belt from him, I love that too. I'm at a good place with NXT right now, and there's another reason why, but I'm going to get to that in a second. Y'all watched Raw. Y'all saw what happened on Raw. The two things that stand out to me the most was the yeet during the Wyatt 6 coming out. They were just waiting on yeet, and then I'm out. Jay is a character. I love it. I hate that he don't win no big match. I hate that he don't win no big matches. But it is what it is, because we know what's coming. The Civil War is coming, and that's when they'll probably give him some more shine again into next year, where I expect a full run of something. Dom has finally beaten his father. That was the first time he's pinned Ray.
But at what cost?
At what cost?
Imagine. Well, first let's take it back to the locker room and the leg stretch, and then Judgment Day peeking their head around the corner. That was just a great moment. Yeah, Carlito coming in and saying, now that's, like, the whole thing went off well. Liv is doing a good job, but I feel like Dom has far surpassed where he should be character-wise in such a short amount of time. Like, we used to give Dom hell.
Man.
Dom character and Dom in the ring has just
leaps and bounds.
Huh?
I said leaps and bounds.
Leaps and bounds, right? Like, I mean, because I remember for a while you just really wasn't feeling Dom
at all. Like, no. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta give him, like my dad will always say, I gotta give him his props. You know what I'm saying?
Give him Crocs.
His Crocs.
Props. No, my dad says props for some reason. I'm just like, do you mean props? He goes, no, I said props. And then I leave it at that.
Leave it at that. Leave it at that, bro.
You remember the days when Roman threw that man clean back into
the power bomb out of the ring, bro. Oh my god.
The way he had
that doesn't seem like the same Dom.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not, but because it's not. That is not the same Dominic Mysterio.
He has literally grown up in the business, and you can't do nothing but be like, "Hey, man, do your thing."
At one point, we were sitting here saying Taz's son is better than you.
Don't say that no more. We ain't say that.
Oh no, we will never say that again. Saying that Hook, not saying that Hook isn't coming along too, but my boy Dominic Mysterio in the next 3 years could be a world champ.
I can see it.
I can see it. Like, I can. If it happens, hey. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But the kid has done everything. They asked him to go out there and do his best to be unlikable. He did. We were wondering about the heel turn and if it was going to be enough. It has been. It's been better. Pairing him with Rhea was a phenomenal move. Putting him with Judgment Day was kind of questionable, but it worked, and it's still working. Putting the NXT North American Championship on him was like, but it worked.
It worked. Because I definitely thought that was a bad idea. I was like, for what? That was when
everybody did.
Doing that, main roster NXT jump. I was just like, no, he gonna spend too much time on main TV. No, he didn't.
No, he did. He double dutied and he did what he was supposed to do, and I loved it. Putting him with Liv was questionable at first because I wasn't sure, because we haven't seen enough from Liv to see if she understands the dynamic and like the power of what she has right now. Because this is Eddie in China. Like, this is a story that on a show that's pretty much lacking in stories except for the Wyatt 6, you're the number 2 story. Like, and I didn't know if Liv could handle it, and she's done a phenomenal job at making it seem like she is committed to this. But imagine holding out for weeks on end, like holding out, and then you finally fold, and mommy comes back home.
I'd have been mad.
I knew she was coming out from all the teasers all night about Damien saying that kid's gonna learn about consequences and him the phone call and how long the lap thing happened, and I still popped when she came back. Two, I gotta ask you, man. What was it when she came back for you? Because we all know player hater of the year right here don't really rock with mommy like that. But how did you feel, dog?
I ain't even gonna lie, I smiled. Cause like I said, I was making a sandwich or getting something to eat or something, and then I heard the music. Now, for some reason these days, I don't always say what?
He was singing to Kirk Franklin. He was just hitting with Kirk Franklin.
But yeah, I don't always recognize people's music off top. So when they hit the dun, I was like, oh, snap,
you knew what that was.
And then it was her. I was just like,
somebody in trouble.
Breathe. I was like, oh, and look, and when they did it, I even stood up. Oh, damn. She didn't do it because she moved like she had some business to take care of.
I said, that's your ass, Mr. Postman.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, bro. And everybody's like, well, why'd she run? Now she looks like a coward. Because she's a heel. You stole that woman's title. You tried to steal her man, and you were messing with her stable.
And you put her out.
You got some get back, and you put her. You the one that put her out.
Yeah.
Oh no, you got some get back. You gotta get. Yeah, no, like say everybody's like, why she looks like a coward now? She's a champion. Yeah, she's right now. She's like that Ric Flair champion when Sting would come back after they put him out and Sting would run to the ring. That's where we're at right now. She did a phenomenal job. The facials looked great. She actually looked scared. She was so afraid she left the belt.
Mm-hmm. Got
in the ring. Okay, we got to talk about this real quick. The overrun. Where's the overrun? We don't get the 11:05 no more. Like
they gave it to NXT for some reason.
Yeah, like we got maybe a minute of Rhea and Dom in the ring. Now, of course, that's to make us tune in next week or to go look on the social media and see what else is happening. But it's like, dang, we didn't get no time hardly with that. That ain't no good.
With that Tony Schiavone. We'll see you next week.
Oh, because why do I have a moment directly?
I used to hate that, man. I did. But it made me come back. I came back next week.
Dog, understand something, though.
Malcolm sure did.
And there wasn't no backstage exclusives back then.
Like 9-year-old me still hates that man. Because I'm like, well, what's going to happen?
Yeah. We'll see you next week.
That's all the time we have tonight, folks.
Well, he's just like, bro, I don't own.
You had to be there live. You had to be there live.
Like Sting just can't. Like Sting's foot touched the mat. That's all we have. What you mean? Like in the middle of the beatdown. Like, oh my gosh, I used to hate Tony Schiavone so bad for that, and I got older and realized it's not his fault. But they also were playing up to come back next week and see what happened. Because this is before you. Like I said, I caught the 1-800 main event line one time. Never again.
What was it? $3.99, $2.99, something like that.
$3.49 per minute. I'll never forget. $3.49.
Hogan one.
As a kid, you don't think per minute is a long time until you on the phone for 15 minutes.
Say it again. Somebody on my phone.
$45 bill.
Half the phone bill was the doggone charge. Like,
yeah,
man, I got the black beat off of me that night. But they run. You said what?
Huh?
You said
what?
No,
I said that old hotline number 1-900-909-9900. Oh man! Like I said, I never called that one, but I called the Hulk Hogan one.
Oh.
I mean, but you didn't have to remember the number though. So
man,
like
I'm
I'm back in the deep recesses of the ass whooping now, because like I remember hearing that now.
Mm-hmm.
Who the hell called 1-900-9?
Huh?
Look, you know that feeling when your stomach is just...
that Homer Simpson,
and you just know.
Look, she said, "Who the hell called 1-8?" And I was like,
"Yeah. Oh."
Like that was a
man.
scary moment. But I'm glad she's back. I love the story build. We know what's coming at SummerSlam if she's cleared. I feel like they should get 2 matches out of this. There's no point in just blowing it off and being done. Because Liv is as hot as she's ever been right now. And they need to capitalize off of it. Because even like when we saw her at SummerSlam 2 years ago, Black, that line for her was crazy, but she still wasn't as hot as she is now.
No.
I don't really. Oh yeah, the VHS happened again. More Wyatt 6 talk. Y'all can go watch it. Until I know where it's going, I'm not gonna focus on it. I just want to kind of be in it because this is one of those storylines where I just don't. I want to enjoy it as it comes. Not
what I wanted that to be though.
What?
Like the first one was Bray.
Mm-hmm.
The second one should have been Nikki. The third one be Dexter Lumis.
Yeah.
Like it would be cool if it was like that, but if it's going to be Bo Dallas the whole time, they're going to have to do something a little different with it to make it exciting.
So I saw a sneak peek or something, but I'm not going to get into it.
We don't do spoilers. No, we don't do spoilers. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. We did skip over one major moment. Drew elbowed the living out of what's my man name? Adam Pearce.
Slap iron.
I mean, Scrap Daddy got elbowed back to NWA real quick.
He didn't
he? And then Drew got suspended. And then Punk basically got the suspension lifted a week later. I hate these things in the story because Drew's coming back next week now. What's the point? Like I said, this stuff would have been much more suck you in had we not known if he resigned.
Yep. That's why I didn't take. That's why it wasn't so serious to me because I was he's already fine, so it doesn't add intrigue anymore.
Nah. Braun beat the daylights out of Ilya and Sammy, so that's why I said it'll probably end up being a triple threat at SummerSlam. We know that's coming.
They fight mine.
Huh?
Ilya and Braun, they fight mine.
Yeah, they fight Monday night.
Mm-hmm.
NXT. Y'all watched it. I hope you did. I'm not going to go through the whole show, but
yeah.
I was like, who are these people?
I knew who it was.
It seems like all the big stuff happens while I'm up making a sandwich or getting a beer.
Hey, while he's doing this, hey, guess what she's doing?
Oh my gosh, Kimberly. So I found out she's a bartender in Tampa now. Oh well, because this right here and this right here, the Rascals and MSK
got him fired,
NXT. Yeah, she got him fired.
Yeah.
West was about to quit. We hear the and I'm like, because once again, if I don't know if y'all know me, I stay away from spoilers. I unfollow people, I delete people, anything. I don't do spoilers in wrestling because enough in the world gets spoiled. Like, the candidate for this upcoming elections. We'll keep that. We'll talk about that later. The attempt, as they're calling it now. MSK is back in NXT, and they need to go get their tag team belts that they never lost. I'm sorry. I love Axiom and Frazier, but go ahead and give me that match. But I need MSK versus the Creeds. I need MSK versus Axiom and Frazier. Think about the matchups that we have, Black.
It ain't that, man.
MSK.
It's that other half of Creed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's him. It's him.
It's him, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. I need MSK versus DIY. I need MSK versus the rumored Motor City Machine Gun signing. We got so much heat. So that's why I'm going to back off of Papa H for a little while about how the tag team division looks. Because if that's the case, go ahead and let him cook. Let him cook. Let him. MSK is back. The Rascals are here. Trey Miguel is here. I need Myron Reed to come on. But for right now, I will take my Rascals and my MSK. Sean Spears and Ethan Page team up against Trick Williams all night looking for a partner.
You know who it was.
You know who it's gonna be, but you're like, because while he's doing the interview on the screen, you get the like, you know what's coming, but it doesn't hit you until it hits you.
Yeah.
My goodness. Joe Hendry
Showed up and showed out.
Showed up and showed out, bro. Like, they even did the camera pan and the turnaround during the match. Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. I believe in Joe Hendry. Like, I am.
Joe Hendry.
Say his name and he appears. Like, he's loved in
waiting for
London.
that man to show up like Candyman sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, because he's loved in London and Paris and Tokyo. America, Scotland, like Canada and Mexico. Like, he's the prestigious one. Just wave your hands from. Y'all got to learn how to wave your hands with the man, though. Like, if he's going this way, you need to start here and come. It's not hard, bro.
Out here doing like Public Enemy back in the day.
Dog.
Shout out Rocco Rock and Johnny Grunge.
Shout out, rest in peace to Rocco Rock and Johnny.
Yeah,
Grunge.
rest in peace, man.
Rest
Both
in
of them, man.
No, because they used to just come out,
But
and
still,
that's how they look. Like, it is literally just. Doom, doom, doom.
That's it.
But you know what I actually just realized, though? His theme song sounds a lot like one of the Rock Soul theme songs. Doom, doom, doom. Like, if you listen to the theme song in the back of it, it sounds like they played a little bit of the Rocks in there. Go listen to it to see.
Might be.
Main event was great, but Joe Hendry got the win in an NXT main event. Hey, dog. If you want to put the belt on him, put it on him. I'm fine with it. He's in the TNA main event for Slammiversary. I don't care what you do. Just give that man a belt and give that man unlimited TV time. That's all I need. That's all I require. Other than that, I'm good.
Do you think they'll do that though? Like have let's just say have a TNA. Let's just go with a smaller belt. You know, like them boys you was just talking about, the Rascals. Could they win the NXT tag belts for real? For real?
Yeah, absolutely. Because MSK has already done it before, so I think MSK definitely could. And then they may give Trey Miguel, huh?
No. I was just agreeing.
Yeah, and then they may give Trey Miguel something. Like, we don't, you never know. But all I know is I want Joe Hendry to get something. I don't care if he gets a North American championship, because he's loved in America and Canada and Mexico. That's North America. Hey, I'm just saying. Like, what? I'm just saying.
It's like
the theme song is catchy. These are actual factuals, bro.
If he beat over Femi, though, I'm gonna have an attitude.
I ain't gonna like that. No. He can't beat Oba. He can't beat Oba. No. He can't beat Oba. I feel like Oba's gonna be one of them champions that relinquishes the belt and then goes on to win the world title. Like, there's no point in having him lose before. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Oba's one of them guys where, like, if he goes on a Roman run and just don't lose for like 3 years, okay, and
yeah, really, who gonna beat him?
Who's gonna beat him? It better not be Moose.
I
know they better not do that damn Moose match. I know they better. And let Moose win. You talk about, I'll write Shawn Michaels a very sternly and nasty written complaint.
You know what I do? Cut this shit smooth
off. I'll stop watching. If Moose beats Obafemi, I'll stop watching NXT. I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Dijak would have been the perfect person.
Yes.
He out there with a belt somewhere. I seen it.
He did that to himself, though. Now we know. It is what it is. SmackDown. So I'm gonna be honest. Oh, wait, you know what? I did skip over one more thing. I'm sorry. We do got to talk. We got to go back because something that I've been begging for years finally happened, dog. Shayna Baszler.
What?
I probably could have done without Zoe Stark in it.
Oh, you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, because how does she fit with? Does she fit with Sonya Deville and Shayna Baszler? Because, like, they have the same look, same background, and then Zoe's just kind of. Like, who's the leader? All I know is Sonya Deville and Shayna Baszler together. They're a tag team or in a stable or whatever.
Stable.
I've been begging for that for years. Like, they look similar. They both, LGBTQIA members. They both MMA backgrounders. Like, put them together. Like that was common sense. But they showed up and beat out of Damage Control real quick, which ain't nothing to accomplish.
Ain't nothing left. They damaged control now.
They're damaged goods. Nothing really big on that anymore. But it's nice that them two were together.
Just remember 2 years ago we were excited about that. Yeah, we gotta go. We gotta go back there. 2 years ago at SummerSlam,
And I just watched that SummerSlam yesterday.
How we felt about that and what.
Hey, did you see us? Hey, did you see us, bro?
I was looking for you, but these.
So we got. So we was there the whole time, but we definitely got on camera during the Bianca match. Like that first match, like we were. They zoomed in on all three of us during the finishing move. But we gotta go back and watch that one day, Black. I don't even remember the last time I watched it.
God, it's been a minute.
I've just been going through SummerSlams because SummerSlam.
Because SummerSlam coming, okay.
TV is really bad right now. Ain't nothing on TV.
Nothing. Baseball, and now don't get me wrong, the WNBA is a lot more exciting this year than previous seasons. But shout out, bro! I had a good week. DIY won the tag titles, and MSK came back. Yeah. We are.
Wow.
And then I had a bad night because they got smacked up by Jacob Fatu on SmackDown, boy. So a lot of people are upset about it. They're the tag champs. They did just finish a grueling tag title match. Like, it's not like he came out, challenged them to a handicap match, and beat them down. They had just finished wrestling, and he came out to beat everybody up.
Yeah,
but he's also Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, Simone Werewolf.
But they wanted to shake his hand and.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what else was he supposed to do? He's supposed to come out and go crazy, which he did. I love that they're giving him the showcase. I definitely believe that he deserves it. DIY retained over A-Town Down Under. I think that feud is pretty much done now. I don't know who's next for them. Maybe the Tongans. I don't know because I don't want to see Tonga Loa wrestle. Told y'all he was butt cheeks in the ring, by the way. Like New Japan let him go for a reason, bro. They ain't care about bringing him back because these butt cheeks.
Oh no, you know what the boy Tommy Tonga got the MFT. Tonga Loa need TSS, not TSS. Yeah, third string Samoan. I had to work it in there. Oh, look, don't choke, man. Don't choke.
Oh, that third string Samoan. Yeah.
Put it on a shirt.
He gets no burn.
Put it on a shirt.
He gets no burn.
Now.
He is third. And then wait till Leo come in. Wait till the other two come in. Oh, buddy,
Bro,
he gonna be on the
practice squad. Coming off the bench.
He gonna be on the practice squad.
Did you just call that man a third string Samoan?
Yeah, yes, third string Samoan. Yeah, TSS.
Y'all can find us on Twitter at Beyond the Bell.
Bro, let me put the banner up real quick for a minute while I compose myself. You called that man a third string Samoan, dog. Okay, 106. I gotta clip that.
There's layers to this.
There's.
He's in third tier.
Hey, put it on the shirt. Triple H, I want my royalties. Cut me my check.
Bro, you call that third string Samoan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put me here real quick just because I don't want to be associated with you right now.
Hey, whatever.
Wow. Man of what? Say it again, friend.
Man of Steel _BTB.
It's about time for us to go home because you can't be saying stuff like that, bro.
That's what I'm here for. I'm supposed to be hilarious, and I am.
No, you took me out on that one, bro. That one actually hurt me just now. But anyway, And we didn't. I'm gonna talk about it real quick. We didn't mention the botch low blow because he was knocked out from that table spot. He was knocked out. That wasn't he didn't botch the low blow. Yeah, he didn't botch the low blow.
I mean, but hold up, in that position though, could the low blow wasn't gonna work anyway?
It wasn't because then they showed when he actually hit it and he punched Tama in the face.
He punched Tama in the head.
So it's like it wasn't gonna work anyway. He could have just super kicked K on the back of the head.
Yep, that's it.
But they need to stop teasing that package power driver too, bro. Stop. I'm tired of not seeing it.
I'm tired of that.
I'm tired of not seeing it, bro.
I despised it when he did it and turned into a. I don't know. No.
That wasn't cool, bro. Let me just go. Where's that? Let me just go. I just had to spin it real quick, just to take my mind off of the third string Samoan.
Keep it there.
Probably the greatest joke ever.
TSS. Boy, I am. That is going on a shirt.
TSS.
Exactly.
That's going on a shirt, bro. The bloodline absolutely decimated Randy Orton and Cody. Tied him up in the ropes, hit the triple power bomb on Orton.
Yeah. And then Cody did his Meek Mill.
Take me. No, Diddy. No, like that was kind of
Meet Cody.
I understood what you was trying to do, Cody, but that wasn't it, bro. It wasn't it, dog. Bloodline looks great now. They're starting to, but I mean, of course, we figured that's what was going to happen. They were going to start trying to push it going into SummerSlam, but they were going to really start making all of them look good. Other than Tonga, everybody looks great. So I'm hoping that. I'm hoping we get the Jacob Fatu turn eventually one day because he's gonna be huge. Jacob is gonna be gigantic.
Turn face?
Yeah. He's gonna turn on Solo.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. And when it does, that place is gonna erupt. But that's why they're showcasing him and letting him hit a springboard double jump moonsault. Like then he hit the moonsault on Ciampa too. Like they're letting you see what you're gonna get when his turn comes. Because
for all we know, Roman may have put him in there to infiltrate. Who knows?
He might have. We don't know. That's why I'm so ready for the big dog to come back. Because when he come back, it's gonna be something.
Yeah.
I got an idea for how that's gonna go down, but we'll get there another day.
We'll get there.
No. What you got now? What you got? What you got? Little armchair booking.
Yeah, little armchair booking. How I see it is that one day Roman music just gonna hit, and it's gonna be exactly what we think it is. But then that following regular show, that following Friday, Roman gonna be like, "Hey, you done held it down, but your boy is back," and Solo just ain't gonna let it go.
Mm-hmm.
Which is then going to lead Roman to go get the Usos or whoever he wants, somebody new if he wants to. And then that's what's going to lead into the Civil War. Roman is going to build up his team to Survivor Series, and then they'll have that. Roman will probably win, and maybe everybody will fall in line, and it'll be just one giant big bloodline. I haven't thought about that part yet, but I just got us to Survivor Series.
Mm-hmm. I can definitely see that. I love that idea. I definitely love Roman having to piece his team together because he's turned on everybody. He's burnt so many bridges. He's beaten everybody down. Like him having to go. And a lot of people don't want Jay to come back underneath him. I don't think Jay has to come underneath him. I just think that Jay can be like, okay, I'm gonna go help get rid of this bloodline once and for all. And then that's how you get him in there. But the bloodline as it's currently constructed, minus Tonga Loa right now, is too strong for Roman to not get the Usos and not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot that he has to do to get his get back. And like I said though, Paul getting beat up, Brock is still in the back of my mind because nobody's ever beat Brock or beat Paul Heyman up and not gotten some kind of comeuppance.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see. But
I think Sammy's going to be involved eventually.
I would hate that though. Leave
No,
him.
y'all be nice.
Because I keep seeing the 4-on-4 and he's their fourth man because it's the OG bloodline. But I'm like, this is a family thing now. Like, you don't like. I mean, if you do, cool. But I just like me. I feel like he ran his course with it, and then after the way. But then again, after the way he beat them down, like he beat them down. Yeah. I mean, I can see it. Because if Hikuleo comes and it's 5 on. If Hikuleo comes and it's 5 on Solo side, then yeah, they're gonna need Sammy.
They don't need him.
But that's my thing. Then he becomes the weak link on Roman's then team. Like he ain't beating nobody. He can beat Tonga. I gotta stop being so hard on that dude, bro. I gotta stop.
Tonga low.
Like I might try to get him on the show and then he be like, bro, you talk cash about me for weeks. Like
it's like
I'm
called me a third string Samoa.
Really gonna get him on the show.
Like I ain't even gonna hold you though. I will never reach out to Wheeler Yuta. I won't personally, just because he's Wheeler Yuta. But like, if he ever does go back and watch, he's gonna see for weeks he was always Wheeler Yuta. So I might have
the sheriff of Rottingham that one time.
Oh Jesus!
From Robin Hood minutes.
From Robin Hood. Oh my God. So
hey man, we were rocking with Wheeler Yuta, man. Come on.
When?
Shit.
You know, PWX. Stop.
Oh, you talking?
You know what, bro? We did though. We did that one, but that was one match. That wasn't even. We didn't even route him the whole show because we didn't get no picture with him afterwards. We just routed.
I mean, he went around to get no picture.
Yeah, never mind then. Okay, you're right. Show you right, Ray. Show you right. Show you right. Damn, I forgot about that, man. Rest in peace to PWX, bro. When we was at Ashe, I was talking to Bojack and them about PWX, like the OG days, and it was just like.
Oh, Bojack is in Ashe?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah, we got to get you there, bro. We got to get you there, man. We got to get
I'm saying y'all was just talking about the block party, but it's on a Friday.
It's on a Friday. I thought it was going to be on a Saturday. It's on a Friday.
Yeah.
If it was on a Saturday.
Your boys will definitely be in the building. I gotta run security, so I'm debating on if I'm gonna staff it and then go enjoy myself, or if I'm gonna just work, because it's just a block party, but it's only 3 matches. So
yeah,
we will see. I'm actually contracted to run security for every Ashe event for the rest of the year.
Wow.
So yeah, well, I gotta look. Thank you.
Yeah, I definitely got to get to Ashe.
No, we got to get you there though, because this is definitely dope. But
I should come to Richmond.
Yeah, I mean, look, y'all gotta crowd up
there.
Baby
steps.
Baby stepping. Look, he gotta come to Greensboro first, and then maybe go to Danville. No, he ain't going to Danville. He might get chased out of there with a torch.
Yeah, don't go to Danville.
Don't go to Danville, bro.
I know people down there. They don't want no Ashe.
My uncle lives there. Like when for real, they don't want no Ashe. When you go into Danville, first thing you see is one big Confederate flag right there. That mile marker 1. You're like, oh,
now then,
that's what's up. We're there, okay. And then there's like 2 more up the road.
my ex-girlfriend was of the Caucasian persuasion, and her dad was not a fan. So, if Ashe showed up at Danville,
oh no, they're not going.
Mike Burgess might be in there.
Miss 211. Miss 211.
This is only my second one. I ain't even had that many.
Miss 211.
Okay. You got to do better.
I don't have to do better. Tell that to him.
You have been killing me this episode, dog. I am dying. My man said, "I don't know, Ashe." Like she was of the what?
The Caucasian persuasion.
And her daddy what?
Not a fan.
He not a fan. Not
Not at all.
Look, oh my God, my man said this strong too. Like he was not.
He was the original. They not like us.
Oh, jeez. Okay, well,
all right. Well,
yeah.
My IG is blackout_.
Yeah, no, go ahead and run them socials, kid. Go ahead and run them socials.
I only said his name one time. Don't nobody know.
He didn't look. He ain't up here because he's not Joe Hendry. We don't believe in him.
You know.
But nah, you know what? Too, go ahead and run them socials off and let these people know where to follow you out.
Me? Oh,
Put the stills down.
You can find me on that Instagram. Oh man. I was certainly waiting for somebody else to talk about. Good Lord. You can find me on that Instagram at Man of Steel _BTB. I'm on Twitter. Do your own homework.
Oh Lord Jesus.
If you find me, you find me. If you do, if you don't, you don't. And I'm on Facebook too, but I don't want to give y'all my real name.
No. No.
Lord,
Blackout.
oh,
Go
well,
ahead.
you know, man, y'all can find me on IG, Blackout_Jones, Facebook, Blackout Jones, and of course, X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, Joker Driver 514.
Carlito _Cannon on everything, bro. Y'all can find us on Instagram at Beyond the Bell Podcast, on X at _BTB Podcast _ and TikTok as well. Same thing, Beyond the Bell Podcast, man. Y'all make sure y'all like, follow, share, and subscribe.
This episode has been brought to you by Still Reserve.
You need to put down the bottle.
Right?
Sir, you are a character. I just want you to understand that, man. But hashtag real fans, it's been real, bro. This has been a week in wrestling that is dope. We're going to come back to y'all real soon with more content that y'all love to see and y'all love to hear. Because y'all already know what it is. It's the Carolina Wrestling Cartel. We'll catch y'all next week. Same BTB time. Same BTB channel. And we out.
Hold up. I got one thing to say.
Wait, hold on, wait.
We're doing the sketch jump.
Not that. I get to that.
Yeah, I had to come.
But on the next episode, we will talk about one of the greatest heel turns in AEW history.
Oh no, I saved that. You see, I saved that. That we got to talk about that because that's something that was something big, major. We gonna talk about because I want to talk about Dynamite and I want to go back a little further into Forbidden Door next week too because we didn't touch on some stuff, but but no, that Dynamite was crazy this past week.
Yeah.
So we gonna talk about it though. We gonna talk about it.
But in the great words of Jay Uso, yeet.
And we out.